Hey guys, Ben Logan here with Kritter Kribs, and I want to introduce our new deeper litter coop. We actually just finished it up. The customer is here to pick it up, so we're going to do a quick little walk around. But this uses the deep litter system. If you're not familiar with that, basically everything's elevated. The doors on the bottom of the coop are elevated. It's got a plastic floor, and you only have to change the litter maybe once or twice a year, because you put a little bit on, and as the chickens create droppings, you add a little bit more shavings, and that's going to be basically a composting toilet. And so you're neutralizing the smell, and it actually creates compost. So at the end of the year, you empty the coop out, and now you can use it on your garden. So if you open it up, you can see here we have 2 doors, and this is called the litter board. So this is where you build the litter up to. Once it gets full at the end of the year, you open this right up, the litter board drops down, you get your wheelbarrow over here, you can shovel it right out. The footprint of this is a little over 4 foot by 6 foot. It's actually 8 foot, including the nesting boxes, because there's a nesting box on both sides. There's 2 nesting boxes actually in each nesting box on the side. So there's 4 nesting boxes total. If you look in here, we got 2 perches, 2x4 perches, so the birds can get their foot out flat on here. But one of the problems is when the birds wrap around a smaller perch, sometimes the circulation can get cut off in the winter. So when they can sit flat like that, it keeps them warm. There's another perch right up top, and we have functional shutters with screens. So this perch up top is sitting about level here. So the king of the coop right here, I got a picture of the king of the coop, that little rooster there. He can sit up here and look out his window and be perfectly protected from predators and the elements. So just wanted to show this part off. Let's go back around to the front. Let's lock this up real quick. You can see we got our Kritter Kribs plaque on here too. I try to get that on all my coops, just so they know it's made by me. Right here, the little casted plaque. So over here, we have our nesting boxes, steel roof, and then what I do is I use this rubber. It's actually shower pan rubber, but it's UV stable, so I use it on here. It helps shed the water, so we can actually create a flexible nesting box that's not gonna leak. So also, all our roofs, if they're metal, we edge them because we know that we want to make it family safe, and a lot of kids are going to be anxious about getting the eggs in the morning. Nothing sharper than a metal roof. So, well, actually there is sharper stuff, but on a chicken coop, there's really nothing sharper than the metal roof. So what we try to do is protect anybody from getting cut on this. And I see a lot of chicken coops on the market, and they'll just put a flat piece of metal on there. And I can only imagine just walking around getting cut on the edge, because it's happened to me. So now we edge the entire thing and try to make it as safe as possible. But the metal roofs are great because they just last forever. You can see inside here, we have a divider in here. You got the nesting box, same as on the other side. Lifts right up so you can retrieve the eggs. The run goes right underneath this chicken coop, so this part's covered. And we also covered partial part of the run, so the rain's not shedding into the coop, because there are shutters on the front. And if it were open in summertime, you don't want your deep litter system getting wet. So we actually brought it a little bit further out than normal, but that just helps with the rain coming in. We also have a 1/4 inch or a 1/2 inch mesh on here, opposed to chicken wire, because a lot of the time chickens can get pulled through the chicken wire, or predators can get through it. It's still, chicken wire is not awful, it's just not the best. So this is 19 gauge 1/2 inch mesh, and it really is pretty bulletproof. And if you look, there's really no openings for stuff to get through, any predators. We've actually cut around the 2x4s and brought it right in. So this is actually 12 feet long. You can go inside. You've got a roost right here for the birds to enjoy being inside their chicken run. The shutter is actually open on this one. I did it a little bit different. They just pull right down. So this just comes down like this and then folds flat. Then when you want to close it, I've got these little knobs here, and you can lock it right up. Same circular chicken window as on the other side. And then of course, we have our typical little arch top door. This opens right up, and there's actually a ramp, but we actually loaded it up for the customer already. The ramp's just my typical ramp that goes here. And yeah, that was the quick walk around on this coop. I wanted to go ahead and show it off before we loaded it up and the customer took it. But if you're interested in getting one, let me know, and keep in contact. Check out Kritter Kribs, my Facebook page.